In this brief video, let's look at the human structures that are derived from human embryonic tissues. In human development, we go from the formation of a zygote after fertilization to a morula, to a blastula, and then a gastrula. And this image is representing a gastrula, although it's not this detailed in development. I just thought this was an interesting drawing that was representing a gastrula by a site crayon. So in the human embryonic tissues in the gastrula, we have the ectoderm. And notice how it's on the outside, the ectoderm. And the ectoderm, and I represented by this symbol here, will give rise to the skin, the nails, and the hair, which are composed of the epidermis, epidermal tissue, and the nervous system. So ectoderm, skin, hair, nails, and the nervous system. And then notice the middle layer. The middle layer are represented by this little structure here, or icon. And this is the mesoderm, middle. And so we bring this down here. And so the mesoderm will give rise to cartilage. And the ear, the outer part of the ear is called the pinna. And this is elastic cartilage. And so that's a good representation of cartilage. It also gives rise to bone and blood. So the mesoderm gives rise to cartilage, bone, and blood. And then the innermost layer is called, conveniently, the endoderm, endo, inside. And this will give rise to the thyroid, the lungs, and respiratory tract, the liver, which is very large, not pictured very well here, but you kind of see some shadows of it. The pancreas, which is also not pictured too well, but remember it's also deeper in our body, and it's retroperitoneal outside of the peritoneum membrane, and so it's a little bit deeper, hard to picture. And then also the intestinal tract, and I put it over the small intestines because people think of the intestinal tract, they usually think of the small intestines because it's so long, it can be up to 30 feet long. And so, and again, that is the endoderm. So the endoderm again is giving rise to the thyroid gland, the lungs, and basically the respiratory tract, also the bronchi as well, or bronchi. And then the liver and the pancreas and the intestinal tract. Let's take a look at the notes. So ectoderm, the outer layer of the gastrula. Here's the gastrula labeled. Outer layer of the gastrula. So the ectoderm is going to give rise to the skin, the hair, and the nails, which are epidermal tissue, and the nervous system. Mesoderm, the middle layer of the gastrula, is going to give rise to cartilage, bone, and blood. Endoderm, the inner layer of the gastrula, is going to give rise to the thyroid, the lungs, respiratory tract, the liver, the pancreas, and the intestinal tract, or intestines, and digestive tract. All right, you ready to do it without the notes? Here we go. Gastrula, ectoderm, giving rise to the skin, hair, and nails, and nervous system. Mesoderm, giving rise of the gastrula, giving rise to cartilage, bone, and blood. Endoderm, innermost layer of the gastrula, giving rise to the thyroid, the lungs, the liver, the pancreas, and the intestines. Thank you for joining me today.